Hello and welcome. This is a video to show you how to use the analysis of variance calculator. Analysis of variance, or ANOVA, is one of the most common topics you're going to find in your basic stats or even advanced stats classes. And analysis of variance is essentially a way of comparing means for various groups. For two groups, or one group, you typically use some kind of t-test for doing the comparison, but for more than two groups you cannot use the t-test and you have to use ANOVA. ANOVA also can be used for two groups, but typically the examples you see are three or more groups, but technically it can be used for two or more groups. In this case, we're going to be needing data for a number of groups depending on the context of the problem we're solving. So in this case, we are going to be solving this example that I have prepared for you here that reads like this. It says, students in a large section of a biology class have been randomly assigned to one of three graduate students for the laboratory portion of the class. A random sample of final examination scores has been selected from the students supervised by each graduate student with the following results. So each grad student here, and you have the scores for each of the students. What we want to know is there any difference among these three students in terms of the mean scores for each of them? So they ask for writing the null and alternative hypothesis, and they're asking for using ANOVA at the 0.01 level to test the null hypothesis that of whether or not all three means are equal. Okay, so the first thing is first we have to type the data in, and you can either type it just one by one, say, well, the first one was 63, and then sorry about that, 63, 71, 64, but depending on how you have the data provided to you, if it's an image you cannot do this, but if it's a table you just simply can go here and copy paste. And in this case, for the second sample, group 2, means corresponding to student B, I copy and paste, and for student C I copy and paste. And then the last thing, I want to know I need to know what the significant level is for this example, and they're telling me that they want to do this at the 0.01 level, so that is 0.01 level. Okay. And what do I have to do now? Well, nothing else. Just click on solve here, this button here, solve, click, and then voila, you have all the calculations that you need. If you do this by hand, it's going to take you quite a while to do it, but here you have a completely detailed summarized account of all the elements you need: the sum of squares, the total sum of squares, the within sum of squares, the between sum of squares, the mean squares, and the F ratio. You have the null and alternative hypothesis, you have the rejection region, then you have the test statistics, you have the decision, the conclusion, everything you may want to know about this ANOVA example. If for any reason you want to change, say, this significance level to 0.02 instead, just edit that box, click on solve, and the problem is updated for you automatically. If you are interested in, say, oh, I forgot one group, and actually I had 4 groups and not 3, well, just say that hypothetically this is the data you're analyzing. There you go, group 4 added, click solve, and then there you have it. Updated solution, updated conclusions, updated everything. And then you might want to transfer this to Word, so you go and just copy this, and then you copy and paste, and then you paste it into your Word document if you want to do so. Okay, so that is it for now. I'll see you in the next video.